Hey guys, it's Kate and welcome back to my channel. I am not going to do a very long intro because I have my entire bed covered in things that I want to show you. Things that I have purchased back in March all the way until now. Today is May 1st. It is actually my husband's 30th birthday. So happy birthday, baby! But we're going to go ahead and get started with Costco. Okay, so for Costco, we have gone several times. We recently renewed our membership, and I think it has become my mom and my husband's favorite thing to do on Fridays together because they do have Fridays off. So they have gone quite a few times without me, but I was able to go with them one time. And the time that I did go, one of the things that I purchased was the set of 2 biker shorts. What you guys will notice in the video is a lot of the stuff I've already worn and loved because, as I said, I've kind of been collecting since March, but I still wanted to show them to you in the event that they are still available. Like, I know the pajamas are still available. Anyway, so this is a pack of 2 really nice biker shorts. These are from Danskin. I don't remember how much the pack of 2 was, but I would say probably around the $15–20 mark. The colorway that I chose was the black and this really pretty kind of plum purple. Perfect for Mardi Gras at Universal. You guys know that has been my favorite event to go to as of late. It is unfortunately over. The last weekend was April 24th, but I'm so excited for it to come back next year. So anyway, moving on. The next thing that I really have been enjoying from Costco was the set of pajamas. Now, I featured this in my pack with me for our spring break vacation to Hilton Head Island. So if you guys haven't seen that, I'll leave that linked in the description below. But essentially it was a 4-piece set of this terry cloth pajama set. So it comes with a t-shirt and a tank top. And as I said, you can tell that these have been worn and loved, as well as a pair of drawstring shorts and a pair of drawstring pants. Now, I have loved and worn these so many times that when my mom and my husband went back to Costco, I asked if they could look for this exact set but in another colorway, because when I purchased this blue one initially, there was pink and a navy blue and I want to say gray available, but I went ahead and got the baby blue because I thought that was very spring and ocean-side-esque. And when they did go back, they did have the pink available. So I have the entire set of 4 pieces in the pink as well. So they picked that up for me. And then they also picked up for me this little set of 3 sleep shorts. And again, they had these in a ton of different colorways. The one that they got me was the kind of salmon pink and blue. So here is the pink pair. Here is the kind of cornflower blue pair with this pretty pink floral pattern. And then this nice navy with that pink tie. So these are just perfect because you can get a couple of solid color t-shirts and mix and match, and you have a ton of different combinations with just the one pack. The other thing I wanted to show you from Costco that I'm loving is books. This year I'm really trying to make it a point of reading at least 1 book a month, and I have held to that. So I've read 4 books this year as it is now May. I am working on my 5th one, and that is the first Bridgerton book, and I'll get to that in a second. But the 2 that I picked up from Costco are The Lost Apothecary, which is a novel by Sarah Penner, and I'll read the back to you because if you are interested in just the cover, if the cover is piquing your interest, I'll give you the summary. So it says, in 18th century London, women whisper of a hidden apothecary shop and its mysterious owner, Nella, who sells well-disguised poisons to use against the oppressive men in their lives. Nella's dark world is no place for her newest patron, a precocious 12-year-old named Eliza Fanning, and their unexpected bond sparks a string of consequences that echoes through the centuries. 200 years later, aspiring historian Caroline Parswell is running from her own demons when she discovers a clue to London's long unsolved apothecary murders. Caroline's upended present soon collides with an explosive history, binding her fate to Nella's and Eliza's in a stunning twist that transcends the barrier of time. Right? And their softback covers are only, as you guys can see, $10.50 and $11. So I thought that was a must. And then the second one I got was The Night Train to Berlin. This one is by Melanie Hudson, and its summary is: Paddington Station, present day. A young woman boards the sleeper train to Cornwall with only a beautiful emerald silk evening dress and an old, well-worn diary full of sketches. Ellie Nightingale is a shy violinist who plays like her heart is broken, but when she meets fellow passenger Joe, she feels like she has been given the rarest of gifts, a second chance. Paddington Station, 1944. Beneath the shadow of the war which rages across Europe, Alex and Eliza meet by chance. She is a gusty painter desperate to get to the front line as a war artist, and he is a wounded RAF pilot now commissioned as a war correspondent. With time slipping away, they make only one promise: to meet in Berlin when this is all over. So very similar in the vein that they both kind of tell two stories and then how they collide to present day. But I thought that those looked phenomenal and really good beach reads and summer reads. There was a whole lot of books I wanted to get, but I narrowed it down to just those two, and I'm pretty proud of myself for that. And then the last thing I wanted to show you from Costco were these Squishmallows that my husband got for us for summer. I have much smaller Squashmallows for Halloween that I love to put out every year. These ones are gigantic, but these are fun because they'll sit on our bed. This little one's name is Maui, and she was part of a summer collection. So you can see in her tag, hopefully, I don't know if that's going to be able to show, there is a shark, which I also have. A little rainbow fish, and a watermelon. So we have 2 of the 4. So this one's Maui. And then my husband purchased the shark, and his name is Gordon, for himself. Look at his little his little scuba snorkeling mask is so cute. So absolutely love these. These are just so fun to put on our chair, put on our bed, decorate for summer. It's a great way to kind of spice up your room, and you know, they'll go to our kids, I'm sure, when we have them. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the Costco stuff away, and then we're gonna get into the Disney stuff. Okay, so for Disney, the majority of this I actually just got yesterday. We went to Epcot for Dapper Day and to celebrate my husband's birthday a little bit early. And they had a ton of cute stuff out for Flower and Garden and Dapper Day and all of that stuff. So just gonna get started. The first thing I'm gonna show you is not from yesterday. Everything else is. And this is a pin of the Contemporary Resort. So I do like to collect pins from the resorts that we stay at. And this is the resort that we stayed at for my mom's birthday back in March. So I snagged a pin. We stayed at Bay Lake Tower, which is their DVC resort, or DVC section of the resort. And it was really, really fun. I'm very much looking forward to going back. Sticking with the pin theme, I did pick up 2 more of these. I showed these in a fall haul, I believe. I'll link that video down below. I think I have 4 of them. I saw 3 more at Beach Club. We had breakfast at Beach Club at Cape May Cafe, and then walked to Epcot for Dapper Day through the International Gateway, walked back to our car and came home. So of course, while we were at Beach Club, we had to go into the shop, and there I picked up these 2. So this first one is Beauty and the Beast, and it is $15.99. I just love the stylization of these pins. I think it is really sweet, and I am definitely interested in collecting any and all that they release, with the exception of the Robin Hood one. Never been a huge Robin Hood fan myself, and it didn't make sense to pick something up just because I like the styling of it if I'm not a huge fan of the movie. What I do find interesting is there is a $2 difference. This was $15.99 and this was $17.99. So I don't know if that's because Alice is that much more popular than Beauty and the Beast, but $2, I didn't care. Now, the other thing I got from Beach Club when we were there was this bathing suit. This little one piece was $50, I believe. The tag is not on it anymore, but it does have UPF 50+, which is really nice. But I really just loved the colorization that they chose. It is very bright and tropical. I love the ruffle covering the chest area just to give you a little bit more coverage. It is padded as well, but I thought that this would be really nice. I'm really hoping we can get to Alani in the near future, and this would be a really fun bathing suit to take to Alani and wear in their lazy river. I also really appreciated why I'm showing you the back is because it is a full coverage back. I definitely noticed the trend with bathing suits is the very cheeky bottoms, which I'm not a, sorry, it hit the milk can you guys are suspended on, which I am not a personal fan of, but I know it's popular right now. So these next two things are from Epcot for the Dapper Day day that we were there yesterday. Now these specifically are Flower and Garden marketed, but they were very dapper to us, so I kind of got it in celebration of both of the events. This is the cup that I chose. So it's got Minnie and Mickey looking, as I think, very dapper. And then the side says Flower and Garden 2022. But what's especially really fun about this is on the top here, there's a little rubberized charm that pops off. And in this bag, you get two other charms, a white flower and a pink flower. And it's got a little rubber stopper that you just place in the hole of the handle, and that's how you can decorate the cup, and they're interchangeable. So it very much reminds me of like the crock gibbets, but I thought that that was really fun, and it was only $22.99, which I don't think is bad for a mug. And then the last thing that we got, Abel got the matching button up, but he and I wore these yesterday after we came back from the park. We went to celebrate a friend's birthday in downtown Winter Garden. So he wore his shirt and it's in the wash. I wore my dress. What is wrong with my brain today? I need more of my tea. I wore my skirt, but I purposely did not put it in the wash yet because I wanted to show you guys. It is the exact same pattern as you guys can see. This blue sash wraps around and ties on your waist, and it has the spaceship Earth icon, all of the countries, Mickey and Minnie walking together. It's just a really sweet print, and definitely something that you can wear alone or with a crinoline skirt underneath it, and it looks absolutely beautiful. This was $80, which I think is a little outrageous for a skirt, especially when his matching shirt was only $60. So I don't really understand the price difference there, because I'm sure it was the same amount of fabric, but I'm not complaining, I guess, too much because I still bought it. So that is all of my Disney stuff. I'm going to take a sip of tea, and we're going to go ahead and get into the next roundup of things here. Alright guys, I have my next section for this haul, and it is from Nostalchicks. I have been obsessing over them. They are a small shop or a boutique owned shop here. I think they're based out in Florida, but their whole premise is everything is very nostalgic to your favorite fandoms and nerdy things from the 90s to early 2000s, even present day stuff. I've worn a ton of their stuff on my Instagram, on my YouTube, I'm sure I've featured it, but they usually release every Friday at 10 a.m. And recently they just did not do any new releases because they were trying to do a bit of spring cleaning. But I did get some of their new releases and a spring cleaning item, so I got it on sale, which is great. And I'm going to go ahead and show you guys those. I do apologize for the light. I feel like we're kind of going in and out. I film with natural lighting, so I think it might be a little bit dark, but I'm hoping you guys can still see. So this first dress I actually wore on Easter, and it is very kind of 70s I get from it. It's a simple kind of fold over here at the chest, flows all the way down and has a little tier at the bottom. But what I love about it is the big bow at the back. I love a back detail, and this one is no exception. So excuse me, I did get that one. The next one that I got that I have yet to wear but I'm very excited for is this blue and white polka dot one. It does have elastic here along the neckline, so you can wear it as, I think it's if worn up on your shoulders, more of a square neck style, but if you pulled it down off of your shoulders, it would be straight across, and that's probably how I'll wear it. It does have a little tie here at the front, and again, it just goes all the way down. It does have some tiers, but I think it's just really sweet. Perfect for spring, perfect for a vintage mini vibe if you're wanting to bound as her in the parks. I just think it's great. And then this is the one that I got from their spring cleaning sale. So this little number was only $10, and it is a black velvet dress. And as you can see here in the front, it's got a mesh heart cutout. I think that this would be absolutely perfect come Halloween time. This is going to be stunning for Disney and Universal alike. Park days to school. I am a teacher, so I could wear this dress definitely to work. It is a midi length, so perfect for work or for play. And at $10, you cannot beat that. Those other dresses were not on sale. They were the full retail price, and I think they were maybe $60, $65 each, which again, I think is very reasonable for a boutique dress. Moving on to the things that we got for spring break at Hilton Head. I actually got only a couple things. I just wanted to include them quickly because it's kind of a running joke in the house now that we don't really talk about that vacation, since that is a vacation where Abel broke his foot. So it's a little bit of a bad juju, but we were still having so much fun the days leading up to that. So I don't want to totally erase it from my memory, but I do get that it didn't end as well as we wanted it to. Wanted to show you, I am wearing the shirt that I got. So it says Salty Vibes, Hilton Head, South Carolina. It's just a crop thin tee, perfect for beach days. And I did get my South Carolina mug that I'm drinking out of today, so you guys can see it there. This is the you were here or been there collection from Starbucks that they do. I'm fairly certain for every state. I have them all for here, for all the parks, and the Orlando one, but I definitely need to get the Universal one. Anyway, I also found this sweet little bucket hat at one of the grocery stores we went to. It was $19.99, but I thought this would be perfect for Animal Kingdom. It is so cute. I absolutely love it. And then finally, we really did not get very much there. We got some ornaments. My mom has a Florida tree for Christmas, so we have all kinds of Florida or beach specific ornaments that we like to decorate with. And so she got from a little boutique there these starfish, 2 pink and a purple. Thought those were really sweet. And then I like to get ornaments from the places that we've traveled. So this one is fully taped up. That's good though, I guess. It's gonna be nice and protected. There we go. I actually haven't looked at this since we picked it out, so kind of fun. Oh yeah, it's so cute. We visited this lighthouse. We actually toured the museum and walked all the way up. It's the Sea Pines Lighthouse. So I thought we needed to get an ornament to commemorate that. And this is hand painted by one of the artists there. So I thought that was really sweet. So I got that. And then I also got this one from another little boutique we had gone shopping in. The shop was called Coastal Exchange. And this one was $14. This one I think was maybe 10 or 12. Ornaments are relatively cheap usually. Here's this one. So it says Bluffton, which is the town that the Coastal Exchange shop was in. And it's just over the bridge from Hilton Head. So wanted to get one for Bluffton and one for Hilton Head, since those were the 2 towns in South Carolina we visited. And this is just inside a little oyster shell. So I thought that was very pretty. And those were all of the things we got in Hilton Head. We really did not do much. It was a very relaxing vacation. A lot of time just kind of eating lunch or breakfast, shopping, very relaxed. And it was really nice to be able to vacation with Tom and Josh as well. If you guys are interested in any of those vlogs, they are all up on the channel. I uploaded them all within the same week. We did have to come early home early, as you guys saw in the vlogs, or if you haven't, you can check them out because of Abel's injury. But it really was a fun vacation, of course, before that. And the last piece I'm going to show you in this little segment before I get into Target, because there's a lot from there, and then the last couple pieces from Walmart. I have been on the Bridgerton train, and Republic of Tea, which is a tea brand I have never personally ordered from, but I was receiving samples of tea from them in my monthly tea subscription. I actually stopped that several months ago just because I was getting so much tea I couldn't keep up, and I needed to drink some of it down. But so I've had Republic of Tea before, and I really like them. I just never felt the need to purchase from them prior to them having a Bridgerton collection. So they released, I think, 5 or 6 different teas. I opted to get this little 2-tea set. So I chose the Duke and Duchess Honey Breakfast Tea. And it says, pure sweet honey tempers the boldness of strong black tea. Could there be a more perfect coupling? Sip this seductive infusion to ignite desire and ultimately devotion. Best taken with a big spoonful of warm milk. And then it gives you instructions on how to steep the tea. So I got that one. And then the second one I chose was the Queen's Cake, which is the vanilla fruit tea. And this one says, this diamond of an herbal tea is imbued with the flavors of a rich vanilla confection studded with sweet black currants and lemon. This cup meets the discerning approval of Queen Charlotte, the veritable tastemaker of London society. Sip like a royal and enjoy this decadent tea with no scandal and no remorse. So cute. Absolutely love that. And of course, I wanted the white honey. I mean, come on. I just even want to just have this out on display on my little tiered tray, my little tea station tiered tray. It says, raw unfiltered white honey is luxuriously creamy and a perfect complement to a fine cup of tea. This is absolutely stunning. I did have a bit of a snafu when ordering with them. So when I ordered this, the white honey was actually sold out. So I placed the order on the 15th of April, and then it didn't ship out until like the 26th or something because they were waiting for the honey to come back in stock. And then I just looked at my Chase account and they ended up charging me more than double. So the order was only $47 and they charged me $80. That's not more than double. About double is what I meant to say. Anyway, so I called. They were really very helpful and very nice. They said they don't know what happened, if that was like an authorization charge or what, but essentially we are working it out, so it's fine. But just kind of a weird experience as my first time ordering with them. But I'm happy with the product. It is getting worked out, so it's not a big deal. Just wanted to mention that if you have ever ordered from Republic of Tea and kind of had the same thing or what your experience was. But I'm excited to dive into those now that I've shown you guys. So let me put all of this away and grab the Target stuff. All right, on to the end. We're on the downslide. We're getting to the end. This is a very long haul. I didn't realize how much I'd actually accumulated until I needed to gather everything to show you. But moving on to Target, first thing I want to show you, of course, going back to my books and Bridgerton. I ended up ordering these actually books 1 and 3 off of Target online. I was able to find book 2 in store, but because this is so popular right now, the book selection, at least in my store, was very slim. So I did get the first 3 in the series just because I don't want to really dive that far in and buy online if I had never read them before. So if I didn't like the writing style or if I wasn't as interested as I was in the show, I just didn't want to make that kind of money commitment. So I just started with the 3, but as you can see, I am more than halfway through the first one and I'm absolutely loving it. So I'm sure I'll be getting the remaining 5 at some point. But anyway, this is the first book, The Duke and I, and this is Daphne's story. The second book is The Viscount Who Loved Me, so this is Anthony's story. And then the third book An Offer from a Gentleman is Benedict's story. If you don't know anything about Bridgerton, it is a story of the Bridgerton family and their children, Anthony being the oldest, followed by Benedict, then Colin, Daphne, Eloise, F is Francesca, I feel like it's Francesca, might be a girl, Gregory, and Hyacinth. It's in alphabetical order. That's the only way I would ever be able to keep that straight. But anyway, each book is about a respective sibling and their journey going through the ton, which is going through... So sorry, my camera just shut off. So they're going through the ton, which is the society of being courted and finding a husband or wife in England society at that time. So it is very interesting, very up my alley, but that is the Bridgerton books that I purchased. Moving on to clothing and shoes. I'm actually wearing a JoyLab set that I got. So I'll stand up so you can kind of see the print on the pants. The sports bra is the same, but it's a really pretty kind of tealy turquoise marbled watercolor set. We definitely have not been running or working out as we would like with Abel's injury, but he is going tomorrow, hopefully, to get his clearance from the doctor. And so we are then going to be going through physical therapy with him to build him back up. But I'm hoping that it's going to be sooner rather than later for us. And it's just nice to have workout wear. Obviously, if I'm not an active runner necessarily, but for weekends and things like that, I wear it anyway. So really enjoy that set. I only got this one set from the Stony Clover launch. It was insane. People are wiling out. I understand because I'm trying to show you the tag here. There we go. Stony Clover is incredibly expensive for what it is, in my opinion, but it's cute, so I get it. This little beach set was $20 for the top, and it has $20 for the little matching shorts as well. I can show those to you guys, but I thought that this would be really fun. There we go. For after the beach, perfect for summer, and that's the only thing I did try on some of the bathing suits that were left over, but I just didn't like how they were cut. None of the bags were available at my local Target. I mean, it just was a clean sweep. So I'm happy I got something. It was crazy. But the other two things I thought would be a really sweet little set. So these pink floral shorts are from Wild Fable. They were $18. They're elasticated at the waist and are definitely high-rise shorts. So really fun for summer. And I thought that it would be paired really nicely with this universal thread top. It just is a plain looking cropped longer sleeve, kind of like this one, tee, but the back is kind of that tulip cut and it ties. So it definitely, you guys know I love a fun back, brought some interest to it, and I thought that that would be a really fun set. I did pick up 2 pairs of shoes. These are well loved and worn. They are looking really ragged. I have never been a tennis shoes with skirts or dresses kind of girl. I'm trying to figure out what brand these were because they fully rubbed off. I feel like these were Universal Thread. I don't see anywhere on them, but I have been loving that look lately. So I definitely think white sneakers are going to need to be a staple in my wardrobe. They are just incredibly difficult to keep that pristine white. They start looking kind of yucky, but those just need a good wash, that's all. And then the other shoes I got were these. I also featured these in my pack with me for Hilton Head. They're really fun, nice kind of 70s looking wedge from Universal Thread, and their shoes usually run between $20 and $25, so very affordable as well. And then the last things I want to show you are from Walmart, one of which is that they have this whole Explore insert state here candle collection. That one's Nashville, which is blood orange, jasmine, and sandalwood, and I have been on a huge Nashville and kind of like Southern style kick ever since really I saw John Party at the Mardi Gras concert at Universal. Been listening to country music, really want to go see Dolly Parton and Dollywood, and so I thought that that was kind of funny and kind of an homage to that. So I picked up that candle. It was like $10 Got these shoes. I think these are supposed to look like the Tevas, which are incredibly popular, but they are time and true and were $9.98. So I thought it was a fun way to dip my toe into the trend without spending a lot. But what I also really liked is that they had the fun bow at the back. So perfect for spring and summer, trips to the beach. And then the very last thing, you guys made it this far, is this tote. So this guy was from No Boundaries and was $18.97. I just thought it looked very similar to the Stony Clover trends that we're seeing right now with all the patches. I really liked the fun kind of marble of colors, the yellow, orange, blue, and pink, and then the fun smiley patches. I also really liked the structure of it, how it's a thicker canvas material, so you've got some really nice space in there. It's got the long crossbody strap, that's what you see kind of tucked in there, but it does zip close. It's got pockets on the inside and the outside for organization. I just thought this was a really nice bag for less than 20 bucks. Perfect for summertime, very in trend with some of the things we're seeing right now all over Instagram. So I just didn't want to leave that behind. But that is everything. That was a whole lot of stuff that I've accumulated over the past couple of months, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for sticking through the video. Please, please, please follow me on Instagram if you do not already. I have been having a lot of fun posting regular posts and stories, but also I've been really getting into reels. And I think that that's definitely the way to see the content from me immediately, because I will post it day of, whereas with things like this, you know, I accumulate it over time or whatever the case is, so it just is a lot faster on Instagram. But please give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already and you want to stick around, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!